KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Here on your Wednesday or National Tapioca Day.
Tapioca?
It's Tapioca Day. Yeah.
They just don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want for national.
Whatever you want, yeah. I mean, when we're getting National Tapioca Day, I mean, what the hell's going on
Tomorrow's
here?
National Dirty Sock Day.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be Booger Hot Pocket Day.
Booger Appreciation Day.
It could just be any, you can make whatever shit up you want.
Yeah. That's pretty much the way it goes. So there you go. Happy day today.
I kind of do like the weird holidays, though. It's goofy. Why not celebrate some goofy shit? We're only on this rock for once.
I'd much rather celebrate butterscotch pudding than tapioca. Butterscotch is my favorite.
Butterscotch pudding is good.
I do like.
is so good.
I like butterscotch. I do. Butterscotch pudding is good.
Pudding? Ugh. I could eat a lot of butterscotch pudding.
I think it's the chocolate moussey type of pudding that might be my least favorite.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the fancier stuff, and it's, a little bit more whipped. And I remember as a kid, too, same thing. When I was a fat kid, and I loved all things desserts. I was not a big fan of the mousse. And
Mousse is not that great.
It's not.
Yeah, my mom was a French teacher. I don't know if it's a French thing or what, but she was always making mousse. And I was like, gosh, man, just give me the regular little chocolate pudding.
Not to say,
F-mousse.
not to say
Yeah.
there's not some mousse products out there that play, but for overall mousse, suck it, mousse.
Your mousse is only good if it's closer to a pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a
It's got to be sweet. It's got to be creamy. It's got to be thick. Mousse ain't thick enough. Mousse too skinny.
it's got to have a mousse needs a partner too to make it taste even better. Mousse alone.
Mousse needs peanut butter. Mousse needs something.
I don't remember it just being tasty. I don't think it was chocolatey enough.
It's
There's
too light and airy.
a lot of problems with that.
Get it together, Mousse.
Yeah, you're right. It's messing up. Curious if any of you relate to this. I heard a new term. It's called menu anxiety.
I have this. I've talked about this before. Let's see if it lines up with what my menu anxiety is.
Their definition says it's when everybody else is ready to order at a restaurant, but you're not. They say 30% of Americans say they suffer from menu anxiety. And I think everybody's been there. I mean, I've had a situation where I'm looking and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to eat, and everybody else is ready. I'm the last one, and I don't like it. I am trying to speed it up.
Well, you know what you can do? I got a good thing for you, Kevin.
Yeah.
If you're trying to decide between a few different items, ask your server. Say, look, I'm looking at the chicken piccata, I'm looking at the roast beef, and I'm looking at the Salisbury steak. Which one would you get?
Here's the issue, and I think your advice is very good for a majority of people
You can
because
stall that way and get expert advice.
the one problem I have with that, and I have had that before, and I've used that tactic, is I clearly was dialed out and not listening to them as they were talking. Like, when you motherfucker just asked me what the hell you want, you're clearly not listening to anything I'm saying, and all I was doing was buying more time to read the menu. Problem for me, they ask people, okay, what is it that has you stall out when you're trying to order? And here are the biggest things that people order on. It says taste, 1. They're looking for the tastiest item. 2, the price. How long it'll take to make. They don't want to sit there and be the last one or have to wait for something that's 40 minutes long. And how messy it's going to be. Those are the factors. For me, I don't match any of those 4. My first and foremost thing I'm looking for is, how bad is it for my body? Is it got a lot of carbs? It got a lot of sugar? Is it healthy? Is it not? So I don't even match the top 4. So if somebody's giving me what they think is the best, they're going by taste, which is what is the number one answer.
I get food anxiety when, and it kind of all plays together. For example, a Cheesecake Factory. There's so many fucking pages on that thing. I'm on page 18. I'm going, oh, I don't know. That looks delicious. That's another fucking dish I'd love to get. I'll get the grilled cheese.
Yeah, so I look for what I think is the healthiest first, and then I go to tastiest next. And then how long will it take, or how messy? That doesn't really affect, though they do have a menu item at the Pancake House. I think it's like maybe the Dutch Boy or something like that.
The Dutch Baby.
Dutch Baby, and they warn you on there, it takes like 40 minutes or 45 minutes.
It does, and it's worth it. It's fucking good.
You can just order appetizers and Dutch Baby at the same time, so your appetizers will come out a little bit before your Dutch Baby. I mean, Kevin, you're not breakfasting right if you're not ordering at least 3 items.
I'm not going to order Dutch Baby just for the health.
Well, he's
Dutch
also not
Baby
gonna,
is not for health.
and he's also not going to
No.
order 3 appetizers either. What the fuck you talking about?
How do you order? What would be the top things? Because to me, it's a nutritional first. That's number 1, and taste is 2. That's my top 2. Bird, how do you order? What are the 2 biggest factors that you're filtering through a menu for?
For taste, if it's something,
Taste is 1.
It's what I'm that, and then size.
He's a
portion
size
size.
queen.
Portion size, yeah.
Okay.
If it's a small ass item, I'm like, all right, well, fuck, I'm not 8 years old. If it's a big, tasty item, those are my 2 main factors.
Okay. All right, your 2 filters. What about you, Virginia?
Taste, nutrition, and price in that order.
I don't think about. Yeah, we're different people.
Well, to me, the price typically for me is I'm in a place where there's hopefully going to be standard items. If it's something that I'm going to be freaking out about the price, I typically don't walk in the restaurant in the first place.
Yeah, and I'm not going to any fancy places either to where it'd be like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you know.
Right.
If I'm going out, I know I'm able to play in that arena.
Yeah.
I go to places where the dish can be like, $15 or it can be $80.
Yeah.
So I got to be really careful that I don't let the spending get away from me in a nice restaurant, because I do. I get 2 cocktails in, I think I'm Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
I do love going to restaurants. It's a lot of fun, and I'm seeing some comments in the chat room. People going, "Who goes to a restaurant that doesn't check out the menu on the front end at home?" I kind of sometimes like to go in there without a condom, if so to speak.
You raw dog it?
As the chat room was saying, who raw dog and just without looking. I kind of find that you can get fucked over that way, but it also is exciting, and there's an excitement there and a surprise element.
Well, my answer to that is I just never know what the hell the queen's going to want to do. She's so spontaneous and so sporadic.
You can't plan.
That I would look at 5 different menus of places, and I would waste my time because we wouldn't go to any of those 5 restaurants.
So you got to raw dog it a little bit.
I always have to. You're always thrown in the mix. You don't even know. I mean, even for Father's Day, you were in Fort Lauderdale walking along the New River, and we just saw a restaurant. She's like, I want to go here. Boom, there you are.
Because if you
ready.
If you go to a restaurant that's you don't know about and you raw dog it, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Right?
I just like watching your face when you say raw dog. You light up.
Yeah, she likes that.
Don't you love raw dog in a restaurant when you are out of town? I love raw dog out of town.
You need to raw dog that mermaid.
I'm not raw dogging nobody in Alabama. Are you fucking crazy?
You could use an Alabama baby.
You don't know what the hell I could use.
Mm-hmm. If you are a person who actually does care about, okay, is this thing I'm about to order at this restaurant going to make me 5 pounds fatter? There is a new free cell phone app called Snap Calorie that can count the calories in any meal by taking a photo.
Huh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How's it able to do that?
Apparently, it's new technology they just worked on. It's got AI involved with it as well.
Huh.
So there's a lot of factors that go into it. Now, of course, the upcharge, you go, it's free? Yeah, that part's free, but there's a $29 a month premium option that is better eyeballing the calorie content of a dish than professional nutritionists, they say.
Wow.
So if you want to get that accurate and specific, then that can help you out. And, that's part of the problem. Sometimes you go in and you think you're ordering healthy. I get that all the time. I'm like, I got something really healthy. And then time goes by and I look back at the menu and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, they'll say on the menu that was 1,300 calories.
Yeah.
But if you got heavy hand Henrietta in the kitchen, just throwing butter galore on your food.
I love butter galore.
You don't know if it's going to be, believe me, trust me when I say a couple scoops of butter makes the biggest difference. And, some people think one scoop is 5 scoops and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
If you got a heavy hand, it's going to be different calories.
Yeah, it would help me out personally for diet pansy level. To me, if every restaurant had a little keto menu and I knew it was within just like my ideal nutrition, which makes it easy. That would be so easy to order. I'd be like, then I would go on taste. When I get that, I'd be like, bam, just give me that. That looks good.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
not
go for it.
Unless I'm trying to go healthy bird. Calories is not.
I know. That's why I know I'm in the minority on this because it's not even one of the top 4 things.
Especially if I'm at a restaurant, man. I'm getting.
He's going to treat himself.
Exactly. we're raw dogging it.
Going for it. You said you were watching a show called Food Truck Wars.
Yes. I love this show. It is so cozy.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about food truck owners competing in all types of different challenges. And one of the challenges that they had was to create an original dish that best represents your life story and who you are.
I love this challenge because they all got different kind of, people get eliminated. They go through the challenges, and each week someone will get eliminated. And the one challenge was make that dish that's going to make it your signature dish that really tells your story and put thought behind it and let it really be a genuine type of dish. And I was thinking, what would everyone's dish be that you could really get behind?
Yeah.
And it's authentic to who you are.
What do you think yours would be, Virginia?
I mean, without a doubt, it's gumbo.
Yep.
That's my thing. That's the thing I like to make the most. And I'm really trying to perfect it and get it better and better and better. And I'm researching how to do that. And every time I make a pot, I feel like I'm doing better and better.
And the key to it is to not make it so simple to where you're like, all right, it's just a slice of pizza. You want to make it unique to the point where it's your signature thing and the world hasn't seen it before.
Right.
That's what
the
that's how you
flavor
win.
profile is so unique that you got people going, damn, what is this?
I would do something in the pizza world, but I wouldn't do pizza because I think that would be too simple. But I would do maybe, like a pizza egg roll of sorts or a pizza. I know they already have them. I'm just spitballing right now. But I would do something different. It's got to be pizza related.
Pizza related, okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you could do a nice stew, kind of like a chili.
Ooh, a pizza stew. I like
about-
the sound of that.
What about pizza fingers?
I don't fucking hate that either. Pizza fingers. Ooh, I like it all.
It's long. They're cylindrical. They're kind of the shape and the size of a mozzarella stick, but it's not just mozzarella. It's also got dough.
So is it like a long pizza roll then?
It's a long pizza roll, but it's a pizza stick and it's deep fried.
You could do so many different styles of that. Mm-hmm. You could do the chicken parm style.
Pizza fingers.
I'll think about it. I don't
Kind
know.
of like a skinny Hot Pocket. So it's a long pizza roll or a skinny Hot Pocket.
I mean, I kind of did say egg roll pizza. It's kind of like the same thing. But I get it. Yeah. All right. That's what you're saying.
You liked it more 5 minutes ago.
I did like it.
You talked yourself out of it.
Yeah.
You're like, well,
That was a good idea. No, it's bullshit, actually.
Pizza stew. Pizza stew sounds kind of gross.
pizza stew.
But there's a place in the world for pizza stew.
I could see something, if you had cheese marinara, put maybe a topping in there, and then it would almost be like a hot, cheesy dip.
You could do that. And you could also throw some pasta in there, too. A little bit. Oh, I'm getting so hungry.
Yeah. You're ready, huh?
Your boy wants to be bad on a hump day.
What you gonna do today?
I don't know. I might get that WAP. I might get that wet ass pizza.
All right, so you're switching it up.
Yeah. Really going out on a limb today, huh? How many times you had pizza so far this week?
Twice.
Okay.
Twice. Yep.
In 3 days?
Yes.
You and Rocco are the same. Rocco had pizza 3 times in one day when we were on our little trip. I'm like,
Yeah.
son, there's other food.
I could easily do that and have done that before. When you live by a place or two that does have great pizza, you get off on the idea of a lunch pizza, a different dinner pizza. Ooh.
Could work, huh?
It does work.
Well, they're just talking about food, something else that might get you hungry. Little toke of the weed I saw today. News story. Anybody who is really jazzed about the state of Florida getting closer to the recreational marijuana, I'm going to seriously temper your enthusiasm.
Why?
I don't see it happening.
Oh.
I don't see it happening. It's the same story. It's just on freaking repeat again. Attorney General Ashley Moody is urging the Florida Supreme Court to reject a proposed constitutional amendment that would allow recreational use of marijuana by people 21 and older. And we're getting back to the fact that it is misleading to voters in several key respects. And this is exactly what happened the last time it got shot down. She says that the adult personal use of marijuana proposal would mislead voters in several ways. The main way is the fact that you think that you can do it legally, but you can't, and it's all because of the federal law banning it.
If Ashley would just hit the bong a little more, maybe she wouldn't be so moody.
She can't get over this. The state of Florida will not get over this hang up. As long as it is still illegal on the federal level, I don't think Florida will ever go legalize recreational marijuana, because what they're saying is that the Florida Supreme Court, they have, under the Florida Constitution, they have to make sure that everything is not confusing to voters and it must address a single subject. And they say just the fact that you're trying to make it sound like you're legalizing marijuana, that's confusing because you're not legalizing marijuana. It's still illegal.
And guess what? People are always going to be confused.
And that's the hang up. So as long as there's that confusion,
It's part of our nature.
it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Spoiled by the feds again.
So it looks like it'll be the medical marijuana, which I don't understand the difference on that. If we passed the Supreme Court in 2016, they signed off on the amendment for medical marijuana. I mean, is medical marijuana legalized at the federal level? I don't know that. More than 71% of voters in Florida voted for the amendment. So more than 71% wanted the medical marijuana.
Oh.
But the recreational, I just don't think is going to happen as long as it's still illegal on the federal level.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yep. That's it. So I don't know. So that's at least the story that I'm reading. Nurse Schmidt says that states can make their own medication and controlled substance laws all the time. There are 7 states, whatever. So sounds like Nurse Schmidt needs to go argue in front of the Florida Supreme Court.
Do it. Do it for us, Nurse Schmidt.
Schmidt versus Moody. Go.
Yeah. So it sounds like the exact same. Like I said, I remember reading in depth this story before, and it's rinse and repeat.
Don't take no Schmidt off anybody.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Got a fun little quiz we can bring Denny's in here for.
Denny's?
Real or fake weed strain. See how versed he is on this. Jaybird will press him, put him to the test.
He knows my personality these days. He sometimes can sniff me out.
Let's see if we can snuff out the bird here with some real or fake weed strains. Do you know the difference? Wedding Crasher, real or fake?
Wedding Crasher.
Is that a real or fake weed strain?
I'm trying to think if I've seen that one around because there's been a lot of sales coming up for the holidays.
Oh, nice.
Merca.
You gotta look. You gotta compare all the prices.
USA, yeah. Apparently, our medical problems get worse during the 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why we need more medical marijuana here.
I mean, that one feels real.
Okay.
I feel like that's a real one.
Okay, you're correct.
And these are written by the bird, you say?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta keep an eye out for some goofery.
How about the Patrick Hazy that is guaranteed to make you start dirty dancing?
Oh, that's got to be fake.
That is fake, yeah. Patrick Hazy.
Great name.
That was a softball.
That was a softball.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
What about Lemon Skunk?
That's real.
That is real, yes.
That was with confidence. I know you've seen Lemon Skunk.
Oh yeah, I think
Seen it.
it's a combo. Lemon haze.
How about Smokelahoma City?
I mean, that's got to be fake.
Okay, yeah.
That's a great name though.
Premeditated murder?
Premeditated murder. That one's tricky because I know they have the death strains.
Oh, okay.
That one
I don't
feels
think I want
real.
to smoke those.
The death strains.
They're called the death strains.
because you cough so hard on them.
Good lord.
Is that what really? That's the selling point?
Yeah, you kind of want that though.
Well, you're so high. You're fucking tweaked, bro. It's kind of what the.
That's terrible. I hate coughing. It might collapse my lung. It might kill me.
I mean, that's the risk you take.
Kevin got bitch ass lungs.
I
He
got bitch-ass
can't
lungs,
do
yeah.
the death strain.
Well, then I wouldn't be jumping on the death strain.
That's why we give them bitch ass edibles.
Yeah, Kevin needs a
Yeah.
gummy.
Premeditated murder. I'm gonna say that one's real.
Gonna say that one's real. No, that's fake.
Oh.
This guy loves murder, man.
You do
Yeah.
love murder.
How about peanut butter breath? Real or
Breath
fake?
is a real strain. Peanut butter breath, I'd say it's real.
They say, okay, that's real, yeah. How about the ganja gangbang?
Ganja gangbang, I think that's fake.
That is fake, yeah. How about Pink Panther?
Pink Panther's real.
That is real.
Have you had that?
I've seen it. I haven't had it personally.
Dun, dun, dun.
So you could get that today, though?
I believe so. They have everything now. All of the strains have become designer strains. That's the big thing right now. They have celebrities attach their names to designer
yeah.
strains, or they variate a popular strain.
Okay. What about Pot Goes the Diesel?
There's no way that's real, but that's an amazing name.
Thank you for the positivity.
Pot Goes the Diesel is an amazing name.
Yeah, not bad. You only missed one, Denny.
Wow.
That's how I got mixed up with the premeditated murder. You can't tell because Netflix murder specials are so big, and the weed guys sit around when they grow strains. I swear they just throw names in a hat and pick one, you know, or unless it's based on another strain that's already out there. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of them, like you'll see cookies or X cookies and Do-si-dos. All those are Girl Scout cookie strains. They're based off
Okay.
of the one,
Okay.
and they're just variants of it.
I wonder how the Girl Scouts feel about that.
Probably not.
Do they sell it in front of Publix?
They probably don't. They probably don't love it until they realize it gets them money with the cookies.
Yeah, I don't know if they get a cut.
No, but I think it makes you want to buy some of their.
It
cookies.
does. They should technically they should camp out in front of all dispensaries. There's plenty of them now.
We've talked about
Kevin had a
that.
story about that where a little girl did
Yeah,
that and
she did.
cleaned up.
Yeah.
You would just
there's
destroy.
Raking it in.
Destroy.
You
Yeah.
would.
I mean, hey, why not?
Why not, right? Everybody would
Yeah.
first laugh. As they're leaving, they would laugh and go, all right, I'm buying some
That-
cookies.
That's where a food truck would be amazing at. I bet you any money. Are there laws for that? I wonder. You can't put a food truck out in front of the weed dispensary.
No, if the weed dispensary owns the property and they want you there, you can be there.
Oh, you would make a killing.
I don't see why they don't.
You can't just rogue set up anywhere you want, but I mean, if the owner of the property says, "Come on in, bird,"
Well, the reason why I wonder if it is illegal or there's some kind of. So you don't see it that often, do you?
I wonder why. Do you
Exactly.
think there's some sort of government law preventing it?
Well, we already told us the feds don't want us to have any fun.
laws
definitely
are
don't.
meant to be broken.
Yeah, and I haven't done the deep dive on why that will never change, but I'd heard that for whatever reason, the feds are not even close to even thinking about dropping that, why it's illegal.
Because they suck.
They gotta make a lot of money
I think
off it.
I think I did hear there's, and you don't know what you believe, but I did read a story that it was like Big Pharma was wanting to make sure that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that they keep that suppressed. They don't want the competition.
They want you on pills, not weed.
Yeah.
It's true.
And that might be a conspiracy theory or whatever.
And
but
that's why you need to not be on pills and be on weed instead. Because big pharma, big bad.
They are one of the big companies that people hate.
They seem evil, don't they?
Well,
They
yeah.
do,
Yeah.
especially when you find out like all that oxycodone stuff and all the money they had to pay out when they found out what they were up to.
Yeah.
Watch The Pharmacist. It's a documentary about a guy in Louisiana who came after him. It's called The Pharmacist. It's really good.
Does our government ever do anything that's good for us, or do they just
No,
do-
they pretend and they trick most of the people into thinking that they're on our side. They're not. They're bad.
Oh yeah, we don't have aliens here.
It's all for personal profit
It's
and
all
power.
money, yeah.
It's all money.
It
It's
really
all
is.
personal profit and power.
Yeah.
Don't be tricked.
We sound like we smoked a doobie.
Yeah, I know, right? Take down the man.
Yeah, the man is
government,
bad.
man. The government.
But it does fund a lot of these programs for the government, the lobbyists and such. So Big Farm
Yeah.
kicks back a lot. Why would they get rid of that?
It's so crazy, man. There's so many layers, so crooked. It's all just,
So crooked.
all just fucked.
And over time, you realize.
Hit this.
Yeah, I will. Over time, you realize just how some of these laws were patched together just because
Yeah.
a person in office at that time or somebody was influencing them to do something. And then that law becomes obsolete. We don't even care about it later, yet it's still just there.
These people just toy with your lives, man. They just spin all these things.
And they do it under the
pad
guise.
their pockets.
They're like, oh, well, we're public servants. We're out here doing it for the
Yeah.
people. No, you are not. You are out there doing it
Nope.
for your own personal profit and power.
It's
No
another
doubt.
job. It's
No
just
doubt.
a job.
We see you.
Doesn't feel like there's a good one in the whole bunch.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. Time to time, though, maybe there might be one that does something you like. There's a lot of people not maybe a fan of his politics, but that senator we got, Marco Rubio, he's getting into the UFO stuff.
Yes, he has. He's been a politician for a minute that's been interested in it.
He's stating that multiple individuals with, quote, very high clearances and high positions within our government have come forward to share firsthand UFO-related claims beyond the realm of what the Senate Intelligence Committee has ever dealt with. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what the proof is. But the one thing that is kind of interesting, that David Grush, I think he's the guy that came forward. He was the whistleblower that said that, you know, we had a secret UFO retrieval program with spacecraft and bodies, and nobody's really discredited him. In fact, that just quietly went away, and you haven't seen anybody really trash him.
He has to testify. He's got to be going under, he's got to go under oath and testify about what he knows, and he's not lying about his credentials. His credentials are legit.
Yeah.
All that checks out. So somebody at that level is either lying about aliens and UFOs, Virginia, or they're telling the truth.
Yeah. It's just going to be, I'm hoping we get to a day. They keep teasing me, man. This is the biggest dick tease of all time, is aliens. I can't think of anything else that's drug you along longer.
What's the end game to lie under oath about UFOs and aliens? Why would you do that?
And then you're just like, cool, dude, that's awesome. Show me an alien, man. I really want to see one. Nope.
Man.
Show me a spacecraft, dude. I really want to see it. Nope.
We ain't ready for it.
I think they know we're not ready for it, and that's what it is. It's protecting the sanity of the people.
That I don't agree with either.
The alien blue balls are just so extreme at this point.
Ralston's
aren't they?
Ralston's ready to show us his O-face when it comes to the alien.
I am.
Ralston wants to raw dog an alien.
If you don't think I want a raw dog and show you my O-face with an alien, Kevin, if you think you got blue balls, how do you think I feel? I got bluer balls.
The Blue West.
The bluest.
Somebody just texted in. They said with the real truth bomb, aliens aren't real. They're just humans from the future of unlocked time travel.
That's a big theory.
It's a new theory, not new theory. It's a theory that's getting some popular traction
How
these
about
days.
that?
Where we are.
So
there's
that's what
time
we're going to
travel.
look like in the future then? Is that true? Like those weird, because remember when I brought that in, because even your technology, remember TechNet, and your eyes are changing because of the lights you're looking at, and somebody said, we're starting to morph into what looks like aliens that people have seen. And so imagine if that's it, if they are from the future, that's what we evolve into, looking like those hairless damn beings.
No.
They are just us in the future.
Which is terrifying, because that means the hair club doesn't exist in the future. Because why wouldn't those aliens have hair? Have you ever seen an alien with hair?
Never.
Which is why I don't want to be an alien.
They always try to make it's either this or that. Well, it's not aliens, it's the time travelers. Well, it could be both. It could be time traveling, it could be aliens. There could be several different hundreds, thousands of species out there that could be look like humans, could look like creatures, could look like little bugs. We don't know.
We just need a payoff soon, man. We need a payoff.
Well, that's what the modern day human is. Zero patience and all fucking
We need that ocean floor alien door to work out.
She really loves that alien door.
I do.
And she likes to be a little bit more southern when she's talking about it.
It's on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Aliens, Cam. They're everywhere, Cam. A couple of emails that came in here. We were talking about subscriptions earlier, and there's a little bait and switch with the Peacock and the Xfinity. People were saying that they had run a deal. You could get it for a year for $1.99, maybe $2.99. It's not going to be a lot, but apparently it's not free if you have the Xfinity thing now. But the whole thing that's going on is a lot of times they move a program on you, or now all of a sudden you got to get something somewhere else. You're talking about football on YouTube, Virginia, and that's a whole new thing. And
yeah, I got to go learn about that
and
now.
then you go sign up, and then you want to cancel because you watch your damn show, and now you can't cancel. And Cynthia said, I canceled my Audible subscription with Amazon 3 months ago, and then all of a sudden they started charging me again.
Damn.
And when I went to cancel it again, they're telling me the username is not recognized, and there was nowhere for me to cancel. So now I guess I'm paying for it again, or I'll spend hours upon hours trying to recancel. It's annoying AF. And it is a problem. We're still dealing with our Microsoft problem with my son, the video games that got hacked. The hacker is now fully taken over, and it screwed up the whole thing now. My credit card doesn't work. Her credit card doesn't work. Nothing works. I'm trying to buy things the other day at Publix, and I'm getting denied. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Kevin broke.
It's just causing a massive freaking problem. And so we're going to have to create a whole new account. We lose all the video games, $600 worth of video games. So you have to rebuy if you want them. Yeah. And I'm like, no, fuck them. I'm not going to give them $600 more dollars.
You can't on principle alone.
Yes.
Because you wonder, is this all inside job?
Right. I mean, you can't get a customer service person to find out who set up this account and that we use this credit card on this phone number.
Come talk to me.
The other person came in and changed the phone number. It's just like, how can you not figure this out? And then the whole time you can't get one person to talk to. We haven't talked to one person once.
I've been going through this with Facebook, trying to convince them that this fake page that somebody created is not me and that they're scamming our listeners.
Oh, yeah. Reach out to Facebook. The only thing that you'll have a harder time reaching is a Walmart employee.
They don't give a shit.
No, Facebook does not.
I keep telling them, I'm like, it's not me. And that's what makes me think it's an inside job, because they don't want to shut down these fake scammers because they're somehow involved or connected or profiting from them.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, steps in faster and they start recognizing stuff like this and they start coming down on these companies, because you got to protect us. They should be there to protect the consumer. And a situation like what I'm dealing with shouldn't be happening. A situation about like what we're talking about, and that's what I think was part of the deal with Amazon. They did come down on them. Start coming down on these companies, because they're just fucking the people right and left. And we're all so confused. You don't know what to do, but you're going, I don't want to be left out. I really want this.
And they screw you out of, it's $4.99 a month, $5.99 a month. To you, it's not that big of a kick in the dick, but times that by however many people they're screwing across this nation, and that is a lot of money. Mm-hmm. They make it so hard for you to cancel anything, and then they switcheroo it on you and start charging you again after you cancel.
Yeah.
That is a bag of bullshit.
Yeah. Nate said, how the F do you get hacked? What game were you playing? It's my son using it, and he's insisting that he did not give out any passwords or any credit card information to anybody. He swears on that, but we don't know. I don't have a definite answer for you, and I don't play the video game, so I don't understand all that stuff. And that's what's the pain in the ass. And I've seen the time my wife's taken. If I did that, I'd have to cancel a week's worth of shows. I'd be like, it's either I handle this or we don't do the KVJ show for a week.
And she's taken all that time, and you still don't have...
Still got nowhere.
That's ridiculous.
She's probably spent 25 to 30 man hours on this. And
what
she's
the hell?
Gotten nowhere. It's a complete waste of 30 hours of her life. Easily. Probably double or triple that. I wouldn't even, I'm just being conservative.
Wow.
On time I've seen her.
I hate those problems. I'm dealing with that now, taking 45 days to
I just, like
fix
I said,
one problem.
I just can't. If I did, it would be, I'd have to call and be like, guys, I can't make it tomorrow. I got to deal with this. It's like one or the other, It's crazy. Got me by the balls.
I'd be like, no, kid, sorry. We're gonna get you a stand-up Pac-Man like I had back in the day.
I like it better when he's not on the video games, honestly.
Why? You don't need to be streaming. You don't need to be online.
Right.
You don't need to be paying a subscription. Figure it out. Do it at home like we did on the Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't want my 15-year-old to rebel, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you don't need this. Like, stop playing video games.
You're breaking your poor family financially, and your mom's on the phone for 24 hours a week.
Yeah, my mom would have just if my Nintendo were this much trouble, she would have thrown it in the garbage.
Totally. Because she was a sensible woman.
Along with your Def Leppard shirt. What was the shirt she threw on?
Dawkins, Drunken Wolf.
Rocking with Dawkins.
She would. She just throw stuff away. If it was too much trouble, she's like, this isn't good for you. Garbage. Been gone. Or she'd have given it to some, kid on the block.
Just we give it too much power.
Yeah.
Well, it's different too. When you're young, you like video games. I mean, you're not a gamer. You don't understand it.
I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're kind of old as fuck.
If you missed the regular show, there's a couple mermaids in Alabama that want to bang bird in suits,
And
supposedly.
we need this.
Yeah, so we're hopefully going to get a photo exchange and see where this goes. Somebody did text in. They said, Jaybird, if you want to get your rocks off to some mermaids, the Bee Ocean Resort in Lauderdale Beach has a mermaid tank in their restaurant.
Really? So they got people dressed up as mermaids while you're eating?
Yes.
I wonder what that gig pays. What do you make an hour for that?
Great question.
Yeah, it's a mermaid bar. I've seen it, but I've never been there.
I think I've been there.
Is it fancy or is it?
It was pretty cool, and it looks like they haven't updated anything since the 80s, but I kind of loved that about
That
it.
sounds like a fun idea. I love that.
What's the name of it again? Bee Mermaid?
Yeah, something like Company B or something like that.
Company Bee Mermaid.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'd go
It's a
down
lot
there.
closer than Alabama.
I'm not going to Alabama.
I thought there was a place called the Rex Bar or something like that had the Mermaid Lounge or whatever in it.
I don't know. Either
Okay.
way, you're giving me a mermaid bone piece.
I think we did mention the mermaid documentary, didn't we?
We did.
On Netflix, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Klepto said it was sad.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
because they really thought they were mermaids. They think they're mermaids, or at least they're acting like they think they're mermaids. You know what I mean?
Something's not right upstairs.
Or is it for attention? I don't know.
Just the kind of girl you need to date.
Yeah, that sounds just fucking perfect.
Yes. Beautiful. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you for all the valuable information. You can always go ahead and send us any emails and comments you got. mail@kvjshow.com. Enjoy your Wednesday. We'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Goodbye.